The average American home costs $420,000. That is not a house. That is a hostage situation with a mortgage. And yet right now in 2026, towns in this country are handing out land for free. Actual land, with a deed. That has your name on it. Your brain is already doing the thing. The what is the catch thing. The is this a cult thing. Fair. We are going to address all of it. But hold on to this first. One town pays you $10,000 cash just for relocating. Another has been quietly giving away land since 2007, and you have never heard of it. One combines free land with a state program, so generous a Kansas lawmaker compared it to the original Homestead Act. 10 towns, real programs, all verified for 22/7. Counting down from 10 to 1, and number 1 is the only program on this list with years of documented proof that people actually show up, build lives, and stay. Let's go. America has a population problem. Everyone left and nobody came back problem that has been quietly destroying small towns for 50 years. Young people leave for cities. The diner closes, the hardware store closes, the tax base collapses. The town has more empty lots than people with opinions about them. So someone at the city council meeting says, what if we just gave the land away? Not a new idea. The Homestead Act of 1862 did this federally. Farmed the land for 5 years and 270 million acres were claimed by people with nothing but a wagon and an extremely optimistic attitude toward Nebraska winters. That program ended in 1976. But towns believing population today figured out they could run the same play, smaller scale, better roads, considerably fewer dysentery risks. Land sitting empty generates zero tax revenue. A family with 2 incomes and 3 kids generates a lot, so the land becomes the bait. And in a country where homeownership feels impossible for most people under 40, the bait is working. Number 10 is Buffalo, New York. Not a forgotten crossroads with a blinking traffic light and a closed Dairy Queen. Buffalo, 280,000 people, NFL team, real skyline. A food scene New Yorkers quietly admit is better than expected, something they say once and never repeat. Buffalo is giving away property for $1. The Urban Homestead Program lets you acquire vacant city-owned Victorian homes from the 1890s for literally $1. Deed transfers, keys are yours. The century of deferred maintenance is also yours, which is where the catch lives. You must renovate it yourself and live there at least 3 years. These homes have sometimes been vacant for 15 years. Renovation budgets can quietly reach the size of a car loan before you finish the second floor. Buffalo is saying, love it with your wallet and it is yours. And here is the case. Buffalo is genuinely growing right now. One of the few Rust Belt cities where the population trend reversed. Getting in at $1 in a city heading upward is either brilliant or the premise of a very stressful home renovation show. Probably both. Number 9 is Mankato, Kansas. Population just over 900, north central Kansas, where the horizon never ends and the main competition for your attention is wind moving through wheat. The city offers 26 free residential lots in the Johnson Addition. Utilities at or near the lots. No hidden assessments. Clean deed. Here is what makes Mankato different from every other town on this list. They interview you first. You want free land, you sit with the city council. They want to know you are serious and capable of building. It is a job interview where the salary is American soil, and the panel has already discussed your application at the local diner before you walk in. Requirements: minimum 1,200 square feet, 3 bedrooms, builder contract signed within 6 months, home completed within 2 years, real timelines from a town with zero interest in claimed lots nobody builds on. Also worth noting, Mankato has a hospital, a school, and a steakhouse, a real steakhouse. In a town of 900 people, that steakhouse is doing enormous heavy lifting for this town's entire pitch. Number 8 is Marquette, Kansas. Population around 650. Marquette offers free lots in the Westridge Edition, which their promotional materials describe as featuring, and I am quoting directly, beautiful sunset views. Beautiful sunset views. Either the most honest selling point a small town has ever offered, or a poetic way of saying the main attraction is the sky. Both can be true simultaneously. Kansas sunsets are genuinely spectacular, not disputed by anyone who has stood outside and looked west at 7 in the evening. The lots range from 11,000 to 25,000 square feet. Real land, real yard, real space that cost $600 per square foot in any major city. The rule that separates serious applicants from casual browsers. Construction must begin within 180 days and be fully completed within 1 year, not started. Completed. Marquette also waives permit fees and utility hookup fees, costs that quietly sting at nearly every other program on this list. Solid deal dressed in sunset language. Before we continue, most free land videos skip the part where free becomes expensive fast. That is next. Free land is accurate the same way free puppy is accurate. The puppy costs nothing. Everything the puppy needs to survive and not destroy your couch is not free. Same energy here, bigger numbers. Construction costs. Building a qualifying home runs $200,000 to $350,000. Every program requires a stick-built home, a real, permanent, foundation-having permit-pulling house. No tiny homes, no RVs. A house. Utility hookups. Utilities at the street means you pay to connect them, usually $2,000 to $5,000 unless the program specifically waives it. Deposits, $500 to $1,000 up front, refunded only when you finish. Start and stop without finishing and it may not come back. Construction loans, you need one. Banks want a 680 credit score minimum and proof of income. Residency locks, 3 to 5 years before you can sell. These are for people building a life, not flippers. And the question nobody asks, are there jobs nearby? If you do not work remotely, research local employment seriously. Free land with no income plan is not a deal. It is a slow-motion problem. Number 7 is Curtis, Nebraska. Population around 940. And Curtis has a piece of identity nobody expects. It is officially Nebraska's Easter City, home to an annual outdoor Palm Sunday pageant drawing thousands of visitors every spring. For 1 weekend a year, Curtis is the destination in southwestern Nebraska. The other 51 weekends are quieter, which is either a selling point or a deal breaker, depending entirely on your personality. What sets Curtis apart from this entire list, they offer free commercial lots too, not just homes, businesses. If you want a low-cost launch pad for a coffee shop, a gym, or any service that works in a rural community, Curtis is putting the land up as part of the pitch. And then there is the family bonus. Households with children receive a cash incentive when kids enroll in the local school district. Curtis is not just filling houses. It is filling classrooms. The kind of long-term thinking most programs completely ignore. Free residential land, free commercial land, and cash for your kids to show up to school. For a remote working family with entrepreneurial instincts, Curtis is more complete than it first appears. Number 6 is Elwood, Nebraska. Population around 700. And Elwood is doing something almost too simple to believe. Free residential lots in the Wheatfield Edition, with a total upfront cost of $50 for a building permit and a $500 deposit fully refunded when your home is complete. $50. Less than a nice dinner. Less than a week of downtown parking. That is the entire entry cost to owning land in Elwood, Nebraska. Requirements: build within 1 year, move in within 2, no interview panel, no multi-stage approval committee. Apply, qualify, build, get your deposit back, own land. Honest context: Elwood is 700 people. Dining options are limited. The entertainment calendar is not packed. The professional networking scene is whatever your video call background looks like. None of that is hidden or dressed up. What Elwood offers is simplicity and honesty. They have land, they want people. The cost to start is $50. For someone who wants to own something, in a country where ownership increasingly feels like a bad joke, Elwood makes a direct and honest case. Number 5 is Manilla, Iowa. Population under 800. Carroll County, west central Iowa. And Manilla did something almost no other town on this list has done. They identified the 2 biggest financial barriers stopping people from acting on free land and removed them. Under the Sunrise Edition Phase 2 program, Manilla offers free residential lots, standard by now, but then went further in two directions. First, utilities are already on site, not at the street, on site. No hookup fee. That saves $2,000 to $5,000 immediately compared to most programs. Second, a 5-year property tax abatement on new construction. For 5 full years after you build, you pay 0 property taxes on the structure. Only the land value is assessed. That is $10,000 to $25,000 saved depending on your home size. Not a discount. 0. The complete Manilla offer. Free land, no utility cost, 5-year tax holiday. No other single town on this list combines all three at once. Manilla also sits within reasonable driving range of both Omaha and Des Moines. Close enough for airports, far enough that you actually chose somewhere different. Number 4 is Plainville, Kansas, northwestern Kansas, Rooks County. Population around 2,000, Plainville has been running its free land program long enough to build something newer programs have not, an actual community of people who move there on purpose. Former residents of Denver, Kansas City, and the coasts who heard about the program, applied, built, and stayed. There is already a social network here waiting for you. You are not arriving first. The deal. Free residential lots measuring 155 by 93 feet. $500 refundable deposit. Infrastructure already in place. You connect to it. You do not build it. Rooks County also adds property tax rebates on new builds, strengthening the financial case further. The non-negotiable rule. Home fully completed within 18 months of taking possession. Not started, not framed, done. Certificate of occupancy in hand. The best real estate deals in America hide behind zip codes nobody thinks to search. Plainville has been proving that quietly for years. Number 3 is where we slow down, because this town has something the others cannot manufacture. Number 3 is different, not slightly unusual. Genuinely different. Harmony, Minnesota. Southeastern corner of the state, in a region called the Driftless Area. Land that dodged the last ice age and came out looking like a painting. Rolling bluffs, forested ridges, small farms and river valleys. The kind of afternoon light that makes people pull over and question why they live somewhere expensive. Harmony is home to one of Minnesota's largest Amish communities. Horse-drawn buggies on the road are not a novelty here. They are a Tuesday. The pace of life is deliberately slower. And for people who have been running at full speed in a city for a decade, that slowness is not a sacrifice. It is the entire point. Harmony offers up to $12,000 in cash rebates for new construction, combined with one of the lowest costs of living in the state. People who move here consistently report something unexpected, a sense of belonging they could not manufacture in a larger place, a community that actually functions the way people imagine communities should. There is a reason people drive 2 hours from Minneapolis just to spend a weekend there. Number 2 is Osborne, Kansas. Population just under 1,500. County seat of Osborne County, north central Kansas. And Osborne is running one of the most complete rural relocation packages available anywhere in 2002. The Sunset Edition offers free residential and free commercial lots. $500 refundable deposit. Minimum 1,400 square feet. Builder contract within 6 months. Completed within 12 months. Low interest improvement loans. Fiber internet. A golf course. A municipal airport. All attached to a free land offer. But here is where Osborne becomes something you run through a spreadsheet. Osborne sits inside Kansas's Rural Opportunity Zone. Kansas Senate Bill 69 is working to extend the ROZ program through $23,000, adding up to $15,000 in state student loan repayment over 5 years, plus a 5-year 100% Kansas income tax credit. 0 state income tax for 5 years. Free land stacked with commercial opportunity and a state-level financial package that changes the math for anyone with remote income and student debt. Verify Osborne County's current ROZ eligibility at kansascommerce.gov before deciding anything. Number 1 is Tulsa, Oklahoma. No free vacant lot. No deed transfer. Earns the top spot anyway. Here is why. Tulsa Remote pays qualified remote workers $10,000 cash to relocate and stay for 1 year. Launched in 2018, funded by the George Kaiser Family Foundation, it has placed over 3,500 remote workers in the city. The retention rate after the commitment ends is 74%. 3 out of 4 people are still in Tulsa after they no longer have to be. That number is the entire argument. The 10,000 arrives in stages after you sign a lease or buy a home, complete the move, and attend orientation. You also get a free 3-year co-working membership and entry into a genuine community of remote workers navigating the same transition simultaneously. Home prices in Tulsa are under $300,000 in solid neighborhoods. For someone leaving San Francisco or Seattle, the grant plus a 50% reduction in housing costs creates annual savings well into 5 figures. The $10,000 is not the deal. The total cost of life in Tulsa versus where you came from, that is the deal. All 10 towns covered, financial math done. But one thing appears in none of the program documents, and it often determines who actually succeeds with these moves. Culture shock is real. Going from a city of 1 million to a town of 900 is not a lifestyle adjustment, it is a category change. The nearest Target might be 45 minutes away, the nearest Trader Joe's an hour and a half. The nearest person who shares your exact political views might be a Discord server. People who thrive in these programs share consistent traits: remote income that does not depend on a city, a genuine love of the outdoors, and a project mindset. Critically, they went in with accurate expectations and found the reality manageable, sometimes better than expected. People who struggled went in chasing a version of rural life that exists only in listing photos taken on perfect spring mornings with wide-angle lenses. The land is real, the community is real, the quiet is real. The limitations are also real. Knowing both sides is not pessimism. It is the only way to make a decision you will not regret in 18 months. In 2002-06, you can get a legal deed to American soil for $0. Not a myth, not a scam. A real transaction happening right now in towns that need real neighbors. But free has never meant easy. Every program on this list asks for something back: your time, your construction budget, your commitment to show up in a community quietly trying to survive. They are not offering charity. They are offering a trade. Land in exchange for presence. And for the right person, in the right financial position, that is one of the best trades available in American real estate right now. The Homestead Act worked because enough people decided something uncertain was worth betting on. Some bets failed. Some became towns still standing today. These towns are making that same bet on you. If anything here created a real reaction, go to the description. Every program is linked. Call the city clerk. Run the real numbers with a lender. Then ask yourself, what would it actually take to plant a flag somewhere that genuinely needs one? Want the full construction loan breakdown? Drop it in the comments. Subscribe. The real stories are never in the headlines. They are in the fine print.